This is a demo for the horizontal bar chart of ToroCube. The horizontal bar chart is very much like the vertical bar chart, except, well, it's horizontal. We're going to go through the same exercise as we did with the vertical bar chart and basically to show how the chart appears and how it behaves. So I'm going to go into the configuration panel, and I'm going to, where it says count, I'm going to pick manufacturer. Let's do that and generate the chart. And it shows a horizontal bar. There's 3 manufacturers, and it shows all 3 of them. Now we're going to stack these charts. So this chart, and we're going to stack by patient age group. So the moment I do that, let's generate. You'll see there's 5 patient age groups. And now the chart is getting pretty crowded, especially the smaller ones, hard to read. So it doesn't have a clean look. Now, when you're picking a chart, you want to make sure you pick the right chart for the right reason or the right kind of data. And the other thing you can do is if it's crowded, if it's there's ways to clean it up. For example, you may only want to be able to look at perhaps the top 2, top 3, whatever the case may be, and everything else is merely in the background noise, if nothing else. If that is the case, then we can stack for the top n number and basically focus on those. So let's say we're going to stack for the top 2. What that does is, besides the top 2, the 2 largest segments, everything else is aggregated into a segment called other. And so now you're looking at basically 3 segments as opposed to 5 or 50. And we're going to do the same for our the dimension we counted on, which was manufacturer. We're going to say 1, which really will give us 2 segments. 1, the top one, and then the other 2 will be aggregated into a segment called other. And let's generate that chart. So now we have 2 bars because we have infrared pharma, which is the largest, so it's the top one. And we said for the top one, and everything else is others. And when you look at the stacks, same thing. You have adult and elderly, and then the other 3 are basically aggregated into others. So you don't have to do it obviously on both the counting dimension you're counting on and the dimension you're stacking on, but you do have that option. We can also go in here and basically you see the percentage and number showing up. We can uncheck that if you wish to. Let's uncheck show percentages, and let's say we want the x-axis to be logarithmic, and then we can click on generate. And then the percentages are gone, and the x-axis has sort of recalibrated itself, and it is logarithmic. There is also at the bottom of the chart there's a zoom and pan option. Now they're really helpful for a cluttered, crowded chart. Not so much for something with 2 bars, but nonetheless you have the option to really zoom and see things. And once you zoom too much, you can go into pan, and you can basically go past, and you're panning across the chart now. And I can always preset my zoom and come back to my baseline. The other options are in the data panel. You can save as image. So you can create an image, and the image will save as a PNG file, and then you'll also get a text file that shows all the filters that were applied. ToroViewer has been disabled, exporting ToroViewer. ToroViewer is an interactive file. It behaves like ToroCube, except it is for people who don't have ToroCube. So they can only view the analysis, the chart you have created, and have the same interactivity you do. ToroViewer is exported from the server. This demo runs on the client. It runs on the browser only. So ToroViewer has been disabled. Saving report is a very useful function because you can create a report, put in all kinds of filters, and then save it so that you can use it down the road again and again. There is a video for saving report. The confirmation report is basically used to confirm or verify the underlying data. So if you perform an analysis and you end up with 3,000 cases and you want to know what cases are underlying that, you can print the confirmation report, and those cases will print. That is it for the horizontal bar chart. Thank you for watching.